And next week, we'll take you down to Texas, San Antonio. The Riders will battle it out against the Montreal Machine. San Antonio still in a battle with Birmingham for a spot in the playoffs, and coverage begins next Sunday, a special time, 12:30 Eastern Time, 11:30 Central down in San Antonio, and Pacific Time on ABC. Here it is Mike Perez and the Galaxy coming out from their own goal line. They throw on first down and hit Johnson all alone. Johnson running to midfield and down at the 50.
Again, they went double zone that time, and the safety blew it and didn't rotate over. The corner rotated up. Now see, watch Holland 21. He just rotates and chugs him, expecting the safety to pick him up. He doesn't pick him up. Now here comes the receiver just taking off. That should never happen, but it does in football.
47-yard gain for Johnson. Perez back over to the middle, and this one is incomplete, intended for Bartello.
Take another look at that Jason Johnson's play. He had a nice throwing there. A lot of times, good throwing lane, no one between him and the receiver. There he is. See, nobody coming around until late. There's Miller right there. Somebody made a mistake. Either the corner rolled up when he shouldn't have, or the safety didn't come over as he was supposed to. One or the other.
First down on that play, and now it's 2nd and 10. This drive began from the 2-yard line, and Perez, who was a good runner against Orlando and well defended by Birmingham. Maurice Oliver, 59, who was back on pass coverage, comes up on run support this time. He's a fine-looking linebacker, although a little too aggressive apparently that time. A flag came down on Big Maurice.
Foul, unnecessary roughness, number 59 defense, 15 yards, first down.
I didn't read it the same way the officials read it. Let's see. He slips down right there. I don't know. I guess he called him for twisting the neck. I don't know. This is football. Contact is allowed, isn't it?
1st and 10 for Frankfurt at the Birmingham 35. The Fire and the Galaxy tied at a field goal apiece. Birmingham kicking theirs first, and then Frankfurt answered at the closing moments of the first half. High and almost intercepted on the far side by Arthur Hunter.
That's bad decision, Brent, by Perez. They're rolling up in that double zone, going too deep, and then rolling those people underneath. When the receiver breaks to the outside, he's throwing it right to the rolled up receiver. Not good reading. Now watch to the right of your screen. He'll throw it out there. There'll be a defender just sitting outside as well. Whew, dangerous throw.
2nd down and 10 for the Galaxy. Mike Perez dropping straight back, gets good protection, good coverage, but it's complete to the 30-yard line, and Alvin Lee. And another penalty flag comes down late.
Well, they had a pace match there.
The play, personal foul, unnecessary roughness, number 53 defense, 15 yards, first down.
That's Paul McGowan, number 53, and that's the 2nd personal foul against this defense on this drive.
That's 30 yards they've given them. It's easy to move the ball when they're helping you. McGowan right in the middle, number 53. He's spinning loose. Yeah, he comes down there. Yeah, it's close.
He might have speared him.
Yeah.
Possible, and it was probably accidental by McGowan. From the 15, Perez will throw it to the back of the end zone, and incomplete. The wide receiver Johnson was covered very well by Holland, and he threw it out of the end zone, not wanting to risk an interception down there in the corner. 28,127 here at Waldstadion in Frankfurt, and they are hooping and hollering now.
It does sound like there's more than 28,000 here.
Perez drops it off to Baker. Baker with an alley. First down at the 4-yard line. Tony Baker alertly getting the first down before he steps out of bounds.
What happened there, they decided to go man-to-man coverage on the two outside receivers to the right side of your screen. They ran off the defenders, the third guy out to the weak side. Here he is, not picked up immediately. Nobody there because they had been run out of there by the defense.
Now it will be first and goal for Perez and the Galaxy. Baker, the running back. He'll get the call, slashes back to the middle, and made his way perhaps to the 2-yard line.
Here's where
John Miller and Maurice Oliver coming up defensively.
Here's where the Galaxies have problems. This is where they didn't do a very good job last week of inside that 5- and 10-yard line. They just couldn't punch it in there.
Johnson and Gordon are the wide receivers. 2 tight ends. It'll be Baker again to the end zone. The touchdown maker strikes again.
Just a direct slant to the left, and he cuts back behind the center's block. Now watch him cut back right in there. The nose got off to the one side. He penetrated. He got back to the other side, got in and found the crease what he needed.
A 98-yard drive. Give it Frankfurt its first lead of the evening here in Germany. Wlaf adds the extra point. And a 10-3 Frankfurt lead. Jack Elway and the Galaxy needing one here to stay hot on the heels of Barcelona, whom they play in Spain next week. The right side, and he has an opening at the 35, the 40. Out at the 47-yard line of Frankfurt.
Boy, James Henry is earning his pay today. Here he is now. He takes the ball deep. You can see what he does intelligently is start upfield, draws and constricts the coverage, then finds that lane outside. Doesn't need much blocking out here. He has the speed to get outside the linebacker coming inside out on him.
Birmingham with favorable field position again, trailing now by a touchdown. Harris is the running back. Brent Peace is the quarterback. He was out for one series in the first half when Eric Jones replaced him. 2 tight ends, 2 wide receivers. Off a fake, Peace will throw to the far side and incomplete. Let's go downstairs to Mark Jones.
I am with the touchdown maker, Tony Baker. Tony, last week 173 yards receiving. This game, it's been kind of tough sledding so far.
Yeah, it really is pretty tough. As of right now, they probably got 2 to 3 guys keying on me. And this is far most the best defense we have faced all year as far as the running game.
Where do you see yourselves going in the second half? Getting the ball to you maybe a little more out of the backfield?
Hopefully, but as of right now, we're going to try to go with the 2-minute offense and try to throw them out of their rhythm. And then we're going to hit the quick passes and maybe a few sweeps and try to get outside.
Tony Baker, maybe the most recognized of the Galaxy players, fellas.
Mark, thank you. It is 2nd and 10 for the Birmingham team. And it is complete to Anthony Newsome, number 29, a newcomer. A very impressive scoring drive, 98 yards. Baker with the touchdown, but it was that first down pass to Johnson that set it up.
Yeah, with the break and coverage, but then the 2 15-yard penalties didn't hurt. That's, you know, that makes it easier.
47-yard pass, 30 yards in penalties on the 2 personal fouls. Now it is 3rd down and 5 for Birmingham, trailing by 7 points, 10-3, and the time running out on the 3rd quarter here in Germany.
Offsides.
Frankfurt may have been offside, may have given them the first down. Let's see if the right defensive end didn't come across that line a little too quickly that time.
Sure looked like it from here. You're not set up on the 50-yard line.
Defense, number 54.
You see it up on the top of your screen. Just gets a little bit excited.
So the 2 tight ends come back into the game on 1st and 10. as the final seconds tick down on the third quarter. Avery and Bell are the two running backs. Mobley and Matzkus are the wide receivers. They'll go for Bell, and Bell stretches for about 6 yards on that play to the Galaxy 30-yard line. And we'll return with ABC's World League of American Football after this message and a word from our ABC stations. The first down, and makes his way to the Galaxy 21-yard line before Mark Seals can tackle him.
See, that play is handed off deep enough. If there is penetration inside, you see him coming in motion. Now he's going to fake it to the right. See it? Both linemen pulling. Now he gets out there. He hopes to get real good pursuit. He got outside the main defender on that side, and then he waits for the pursuit to come in and make the play. Good call at that time. Again, getting the ball in something like that deeper is a lot safer.
The kind of play that would work against a very aggressive defense. A gain of 8 yards. The Galaxy lining up and coming on almost every play. Nothing doing there, and Seals did a great job defensively on Hopkins.
Yeah, that was really a good job. Now, he's a safety, so that tells you they were just locked up man-to-man, because that was that same tight end type delay pattern that they'd run efficiently earlier in the ball game.
We get word from the sideline that that dog helped entertain the crowd in Spain last night. Now there is a World League fan.
That guy really likes the game, doesn't he?
We expect to see that hound
Either
at
that or the
Wembley.
beer. He likes the beer here. That's what he really likes.
They're blitzing. They've got him. Seals all over Peace. Took him down at the 29-yard line.
See, they're not handling the blitz, and I asked Peace the other day on the field if they were doing any side adjusting, and he said he felt that all things were handled within the scheme, within the call, and they didn't have to side adjust. That time with that safety, there's just one more guy rushing, and they have the block. He's got to unload it.
3rd and 16 for Birmingham. They'll have the ball at the Frankfurt 29-yard line. They must get inside the 12 for a first down.
They got 12 guys in the field right now. Oh, no, they got... They had to call it. They just got them lined up wrong.
Timeout, Birmingham. Frankfurt with a 7-point lead. We'll be right back. Peace expects him to come.
They're only rushing 4.
And he gets time as a result, and then he gets hit on the release, incomplete at the 10-yard line. That would have been a first down pass to Mark Hopkins, and he was hit as he released.
Lee Jones hit him just as he threw the ball, and the defender covering the receiver downfield had fallen down. If he could have gotten it to him, it would have been a big one. Of course, that's the story of the whole game. Now, you'll see here, he sits in there, nice, good poise, and then right there he takes a shot in the mouth, and the receiver can't get to it. That's Hopkins, number 87. Peace really takes a shot here. This is the price you pay for being a quarterback.
So
wham! Oh, that's not too bad.
Timeout has to be called. They did not get the field goal team on the field quickly enough. So Birmingham uses its second timeout, and Lyle will set up to attempt a 46-yard field goal here. And Dick, these are the numbers.
Third quarter, you can see Galaxy really still just dominating, and right now Birmingham has had a nice drive going, but 233 total yards to 65. You probably ought to be ahead a little bit more than 10-7.
These are the toughest road trips in the history of football. No team from North America has been able to come into Europe and win a football game. A couple of reasons. Not only the trips, the jet lag, but the football teams over here are pretty good defensively. All 3 of them. Frankfurt, London, and Barcelona. Next week, Frankfurt goes down to Barcelona. Then on the final week of the season, Barcelona will be in London. And here is Win Lyle. He has the only points on the board for Birmingham here tonight.
His longest one of the year is that
high snap, and that won't make it. It'll be Frankfurt's ball, leading 10-3.
That was a high snap. Plus, he hasn't hit one longer than 36 yards coming in. But that high snap, see, like that throws your rhythm off, and it's tough. Even the man putting the ball down has a hard time there.
A Galaxy defense holds again. Brent Musburger. I hope you're enjoying this World League action as much as these young fans from Germany are. And Dick, just wait until they get a team that can put some points on the board.
They would go crazy, wouldn't they?
What do you think? It's a novelty or it's a permanent success story?
There must be a law against scoring.
First down and 10 for the Galaxy. Perez and another fumble on the exchange.
Now, you know, I worked with an old-time football coach named Sid Gilman, and he used to just have a heart attack on the practice field if that ever happened. He said, no excuse for a quarterback set exchange. No excuse. Here it is, right there in the middle of your screen. It looks like Mike Perez was pulling out just a little bit early. Now, if you're the quarterback coach, you might say it was the center's fault, but it appeared that Mike was coming out a little early.
Perez regains control. 2nd and 10 for the Galaxy.
He's going to run.
Receivers covered. He takes off to the left. He got the first down. Woo! Makes his way to the 44-yard line, and Jason Johnson blocking the way. So this gives you an idea of that European dominance that we were speaking about. 20-3 overall, 19-2 against North America, and here in Europe, 10-0. And just a few minutes away from making it 11-0. Movement down in that line. Penalty flags come down.
See, they went with no huddle that time. They're trying to break the rhythm of the defense.
Illegal motion. Offense.
They whistle here, see?
Illegal motion is declined. 2nd down.
So instead of booing, you can hear the whistle whenever you come to a sporting event in Europe.
They took the 2nd and 10 rather than the 1st and 15. Huh?
Perez with the Galaxy at the line. And a 7-point lead. And again, his receiver is covered, and finally breaking free is number 86, Craig Morton. Now we go to Mark Jones.
My card, gentlemen, or actually not my card, it is David Diaz-Infante's card. Something a little different in terms of marketing of football here in Europe. Each of the Frankfurt Galaxy players were given a packet of about 200 business cards to pass around and spread around the word about the Frankfurt Galaxy in Europe. And who knows, they might come out with World League cards with some bubble gum in the future. Who knows? I want the concession on that one.
Well, Mark Baker gave you what the drill was going to be. They were going to go to their 2-minute offense, and they are doing just that indeed. Baker was the ball carrier. He gets down to the 30-yard line. So it'll be 2nd down and 4. And the Frankfurt Galaxy working the hurry-up offense. This keeps Birmingham from substituting, and it changes the tempo of this football game. Leading 10-3, and Baker, the ball carrier, winds up in the arms of Hunter.
That time, Gene Smith, the defensive coordinator for Birmingham, comes with a safety blitz. Brought Art Hunter off the corner. That's a real change up because they play zone the biggest percentage of the time. When they change up with that blitz, it usually effective.
Perez repositioning Morton, who thought he was going to leave the field. Gordon also out to the right. Johnson and Bartello are the wide receivers to the left. And Perez throws and caught at the 11-yard line by Morton.
Wow. Boy, he threaded that one between 2 defenders. It was very good concentration by Craig Morton to catch that ball because the defender flashed right across in front of him as he catches this ball in the left-hand corner of your screen. See that right there? Real good concentration to catch that football, young man. Nice job.
Perez with a 1st and 10 for the Galaxy. Throws into the end zone and intercepted, incomplete, and dropped.
Boy,
probably could have been caught back there by Miller.
That's a dumb throw. That's just not a, you know, Mike Perez has too much experience to throw that ball like that. Falling backward, you just throw it up. Yeah, it's a Hail Mary, you know. That's not a good job. If you're going to eliminate the sack, you throw it all the way out the back of the end zone.
Now it's a 2nd down and 10. Ball is at the Birmingham 12-yard line.
Looks like they're going to come after him, Brent.
And they move Baker up to pick up the blitzer. Then they throw the fade to the corner, and
Good defense.
Great defensive play by Holland. John R. Holland, number 21, was all over Jason Johnson, 85.
He was lined up, bump and run. He was going to set quick and throw the ball just over the outside. Now see him going to set quick, 1, 2, let it go. Lay it up, throw it up high over the outside shoulder, right where it has to be, but real good defense. Nice job by John Holland. Cal State, Sacramento.
Lee and Johnson go to the left, and again they move Baker up in that blocking position. Perez on 3rd down, receivers covered, takes off and makes it to the 10-yard line. This will be a field goal time for the Galaxy.
Well, you have to give Birmingham defense credit. They have done a good job in these situations. They force them to the field goal.
Dick, how about a fake field goal right here?
I don't think they will. I think they'll just go ahead and kick it. At least I would. Good.
Well ahead.
This is a chip shot. You should make it.
And he missed it. He missed a 27-yarder.
They had been using Maslow as the field goal kicker part of the time coming in this ball game. Actually have 8 attempts and made 5, and coming in, Tom had only gone 3 for 3. They switched it around. It appeared to be a good placement. He just hooked it. That's not much different than a PAT. Let's see if we get a good center snap. Yeah, nice. Couldn't be any better. Good one. He just shanked it over there with his 9-iron. He just pulling it over there. It's all right, Jack. You came over here just to have a lot of fun, Jack. That's what you said. You weren't going to work hard. He's been staying up at 2 o'clock in the morning.
The life of a coach. Now Birmingham with the ball.
Boy, that was
trailing
critical.
10-3. They flash the pass to Bell. And Bell gets to the 23-yard line on a 1st and 10 for Birmingham. All right, Dick, what can the Fire do now strategically to move the ball against this very aggressive Frankfurt defense? Well,
they played the whole ball game and haven't moved it yet. So I still believe they've got to use some double moves on the outside receivers and lay it up and push them off, because they get single coverage 90% of the time. It's not a guess. I mean, you know what they're doing. Just set up and let it go.
Frankfurt well named the Cardiac Kids, eh? Nothing comes easy for this team. They have left Birmingham in it here in the 4th quarter. From the shotgun, Brent Peace operating. A 4-man rush. Drops it off to Bell again. And he beats the first tackler to get the 1st down. Good run that time, as Pau was coming up defensively, and Bell beat him on that side before Seals could make the stop, but it's a 1st down for Birmingham. Now 3 defensive substitutions for the Galaxy.
They come back in with their linebacker core.
They do not throw at Finch over here on the right corner. 3 wide receivers off to Peace's right. He'll come back to the underneath man, and Newsom is thrown down by Finch. And that's why they don't throw at him very often.
He comes right out of the slot. They just pop it to him quick. So he's up there. Here comes a little crossing pattern all the way. These sometimes take a little time to throw. He had plenty of time to throw it. If he breaks this one, he has some running room, because they're playing man-to-man back behind it. It's a way to grab him with that one hand.
2nd down and 5 for Birmingham. Brody shows blitz on the right side. Doesn't go, but the rest do. Throws complete to Newsom underneath, but short of the 1st down. Stalwart 27 there defensively.
They brought Yeppy Powell, number 57, up inside. The running back steps up in there nicely and picks him up. Doesn't do a great job, but it does do give him enough time to throw it. Kenny Bell's got to block him up underneath the chin and not drop his helmet like he did that time.
3rd and 2 for Birmingham.
Happy Mother's Day, Mom, he said. You hear that?
It's Bell trying to get the 1st down. Let's see where they spot this. This is going to be very close. But in this situation, they may go for it on 4th down. They're calling it 4th down at 4:24.
I think
They
they're
sent a
going to go
power
for it.
formation in. Harris
Yeah, they're going to go for it.
comes into the game.
4 minutes, 15 seconds.
It's a 10-3 football game. The Frankfurt Galaxy in the white, leading the Birmingham Fire. Birmingham in first in the North American West. Harris spins free for the first down.
Flag. Yeah, they threw a flag.
Illegal substitution, 12 men participating for the defense, 5 yards, first down.
Geez, it works most of the time.
No wonder
Didn't help this time, they still made it.
And the chains will move to the 45-yard line. We have 3 minutes and 50-some seconds remaining in regulation.
They might be absolutely shocked if they all of a sudden went deep with a little wrinkle move on those corners.
Using the shotgun, faking the inside handoff, and they drop it off to Bell, and Bell is becoming the workhorse in this series. He is down at the 49-yard line.
That was a little pattern designed to really screw up the man-to-man coverage, and the defense went zone. I wonder if they're listening into the other helmet there.
2nd down and 7. Penalty marker comes flying as Peace goes down to far sideline, and he's got him. Mobley is out of bounds, but it may be called back. He makes his way to the Galaxy 14-yard line, and let's see what the call is. They're going to bring it back. It's coming back.
Illegal motion, number 79 offense, 5 yards, repeat 2nd down.
That nullifies a 37-yard gain. Peace to Mobley.
R.C. Mullen from Southwest Louisiana. Big offensive left tackle at 315 pounds. Let's see if he moves a little early. Oh, he did. He definitely moved a little early. Sometimes when they look out there as a big tackle and you see they're using a pass rushing linebacker, you start worrying about his quickness a little too soon, and you move early. But hey, he went deep and hit him right on the money. Guy that big, you can see him move, right?
2nd down and a very long 11 for Birmingham. 4-man rush. Peace with time. Incomplete. Stallworth with the coverage of Newsome in front that time.
You know, it's amazing, Brent. You made the call that Peace with time. Galaxy just keeps coming. You know, it looks like he has time, and those defensive linemen just keep working those feet, and he ends up throwing the ball. He ends up getting knocked down. And he had time. Good relentless rush by Williams, number 96. He has nice cushion back there. Plenty of time. He's letting it develop. Now, wham! Good job by Williams. Chris Williams, number 96.